Good morning to you. I have one question before we proceed.
Let's do it.
Did someone cut you off in traffic today?
Yes!
Or maybe or maybe a seatmate's chewing too loud.
Yes!
Huh? Ayan ako. We're diving into pet peeves today. I'm Steven.
That's right! Today we're unpacking the little things that irk us. From noisy slurps to endless scene zones. So if you got a pet peeve locked and loaded, stay tuned. I'm Miguel.
So get ready for a wonderful morning, or should I say an annoying morning, because this is GM2U.
We're gonna be your own personal pet peeve today.
And welcome again to GM2U. We hope you have a good morning.
We're back, baby!
Sorry, this channel is having budget issues, so we don't have licensed sound effects. So we do it manually.
Yeah. Which is, speaking of which, you know, like, since as we said in the intro, this episode is gonna be a pet peeve. You know, it's honestly, it's one of my pet peeves when someone does that. You know, like, all of a sudden they're like, pew, pew, pew. I'm like, if it was a kid, it's fine. It's like, probably, but if it's like a 28-year-old man who does that, I'm like,
Sorry naman. Guilty.
I'm just kidding. It's not really a pet peeve. I don't really mind.
Because I said I'm guilty of it.
No.
He
There are
felt
more,
compassion towards me.
There are even more worse pet peeves from there.
Just like chewing loudly or cutting in line. Oh my gosh. We discussed cutting in line in one of our, remember, Super Saturday episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the number one thing I really, really hate.
Right.
Or
Especially,
someone who leaves their dishes in the sink and doesn't
Right.
care about cleaning them. You were saying?
yeah, I was gonna say, like, going back to that Super Saturday that we did. Yeah, like, you know, when you're trying to get like your birth certificate at a government agency, it's just like, and then people cut in line. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know how long I've been here? I've been here since 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
It's already 12 noon,
Yeah,
and you're gonna
yeah.
cut me in line
Yeah.
for what?
Yeah.
For what?
Because they will tell you that they know someone inside. And
Oh
that,
my God.
ladies and gentlemen, is how the corruption in the Philippines begins.
Even its people.
Yeah,
Are
oh my
corrupted.
gosh. Philippines. Come on.
We gotta step up our game, guys.
Yes.
So those are like everyday irritants. I would say, like, for nowadays, I'm pretty sure like a lot of people would relate to this. You know, like, when you're in a group chat or just talking to someone that, you know, like, consistently, and then, you know, like, they start typing, you see that bubble
Yeah.
of like the three dots. It's
Three
like,
dots.
yeah. So you're waiting. So you just see that. And you're like, oh, okay, perfect. They're replying. And then nothing. Nothing. Like, you wait there, like, waiting for something. And then, you know, obviously they've seen it. They're typing. And I'm like,
And then it disappears.
yeah, it disappears. I'm like,
And
What?
then the next day, or maybe after a few hours, when you will ask them, what were you about to send? They will
Right.
tell you, "Oh, I didn't send it." Of course you didn't, you dummy.
Yeah, I mean, I am guilty of that sometimes. I'm gonna admit, but it does also irk me
Okay,
just
okay.
because.
It's not my pet peeve anymore. Wow. Give and take.
Okay.
Give and take.
Give and take. That's so funny. But yeah, it definitely like irks me. You know, just because, dude, just say what you want to say. Like we're friends.
Say
I mean,
what you want to say.
yeah. And then, another one I would say, like, in the modern day, digital pet peeve is, like, when you're in a group chat and then someone keeps on reminding, oh, this is the day for this. Like, so let's say you planned a group hangout, right?
Okay.
And then someone's, like, I guess, overly excited. They send out reminders again and again and again and again and again.
Let's be specific. How short are the intervals?
If it's like a group trip, maybe like every day, and then like literally a few days before, probably like every 3-5 hours, and I'm like,
It's like a marketing campaign.
yeah, exactly.
With a countdown.
Exactly. It's like one of those, like one of those door-to-door salesmen, like,
Yeah.
hello, and then the next day, hello, and it's all selling the same thing. Or yeah, it's like one of those marketing campaigns, and just getting those is just so irritating. And I guess also another one that I just thought of right now is getting those, you getting those phone calls from telemarketers. Oh my, I hate them.
Yeah.
I hate those. I gotta use my small voice
Because he hates those. Yeah. Sorry, his thoughts are sometimes plugged into the brain.
yeah, when emotions
Yeah,
get
are
too
high.
yeah, when emotions are high, it's just I guess like that's the thing, like it's just when things are just, being brought up again and again and again and
Yeah.
again, it's just
The triggers.
annoying. Yeah.
No,
just
but
triggers.
actually, speaking of, I remember when you said about the group chats. Another digital pet peeve of mine is when someone texts you and just mentions just mentions or types your name,
Oh yeah.
and then after that, nothing else.
Nothing, yeah.
You know? They treat the chat or the digital text as if you were calling someone in person. Like,
Right.
hey Migs. Of course, when you're seeing someone
yeah,
face
in
to face,
person.
they're gonna respond when you call their name. Hi Migs. But
Right.
in the cell phone, it doesn't happen. Yun. Tanga naman yung mga to. Ano mangyayari yun, di ba? It's digital. Maybe they're doing something. Their phone is in
Yeah.
a distant room or whatever. They won't see
Right.
that. And then it gives anxiety because when you reply, yes, they
Right.
won't be replying anymore.
Yeah. It was like they'd reply like 3 days after, and they're just gonna be like, oh, I just wanted to ask what item that you bought at Amazon from the other day. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Or worse, they will say, oh no, it's fine. I kind of figured it out.
right?
Figured out what?
Oh my god! They're like, what? What is it?
Did you figure out?
Oh my god, that is super annoying. I mean, dude, come on, just
Yeah.
say it. Say it.
Like everyday irritants are a given. Everyday
Right.
pet peeves are a given. You know, you
Right.
have a coworker who you see every day in the office, and then you ask the people with you, "This guy's still here?" And that's super normal for everyday
Right.
life. But the
Right.
digital pet peeves, oh my,
Yeah.
they are next level.
Right.
Don't treat the digital atmosphere or whatever you call it as if it's the real atmosphere you live in.
Right. Yeah.
I know. But yeah, why do these pet peeves bug us? Is it an act? Is it the act itself? Or is it just the mood or the context?
Uh, that is a very good question.
Right.
I'm thinking about it, and I feel like it's both. It depends on the situation. Sometimes you're just, you're like in a mood, you're just annoyed, irritated, and yeah, like anything just becomes annoying to you because again, like I said, emotions are high, and when emotions are high,
Yeah.
it's just yeah,
Yeah, you
you get
explode.
exactly explode. But sometimes it's just the act itself, like when you get cut off in traffic, when someone's chewing loudly, or someone's just literally trying to. I mentioned this off camera a while ago, but rage baiting. Rage baiting is
Mm.
just annoying, just because you're literally just saying or doing the thing to elicit anger, to elicit annoyance from other people. So why, right? So so I that's why I said it's like it could be both. Like you could already be in the mood, but it's also like the act itself, like you're just trying to elicit anger, frustration, and annoyance from other people. So it just really depends, I guess. What do you think?
I think I know someone who does that. Okay. It stops there. I will not rage bait today
Yeah, I was
because
gonna
I'm in a
say.
good mood. I just finished my exam. I passed. And then I finished
Yay.
my work early today, so I won't rage bait. But I know someone who is like that.
We all know someone. We all know
Yeah.
someone who's like that.
If you want to hear the story, buy premium. No. But I think, yeah, I would agree that it sometimes it's just our mood, but it's also. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm gonna say this. Sometimes you just find it purely stupid.
Yeah,
Like, why are you gonna do this? Like,
right.
we're not gonna be talking about the mood or the context. It's just
Yeah.
it's the act itself, as what it's written in our script. It's the act itself because it's really stupid. Why do you
Yeah,
do
it
that?
doesn't make sense.
Just like yesterday. This is one of my pet peeves.
Yeah,
When you call the customer service
right.
but of any company. But for the sake of discussion, I was calling PLDT. So for international audiences, PLDT is the Philippines' largest telecommunications company, which is also very infamous for their slow internet connection
That is true.
and then slow customer service. Or
Yeah.
even not just slow, it's bad. So
Right.
for in this case, my call got picked up by the customer service representative in
Right.
just 3 minutes
Yeah.
waiting time. So it got
Right.
picked up. So I was like, okay. But here's what happened. I got annoyed because the customer service representative was over talking me.
Really?
I was saying my problem is the Wi-Fi signal is dropping.
Right.
While I was talking, I'm not finishing yet my sentences. This customer service representative suddenly butts in with his loud voice. Oh, maybe you need to go to the router. Please go near to the router. We will check your lines. Ganyan. And I keep on insisting to him, the router is not my problem. Listen
Right.
first to my problem. And he keeps on talking. He says there's an outage. He gives me multiple reasons.
Right.
A bunch of BS.
Right.
And doesn't listen to my concern.
Yeah.
I told him, can I ask? I'm gonna say it in Filipino. And you'll
Right.
see a translation here for our international audience. Sabi ko sa kanya, excuse me, sino bang customer dito? Ikaw? O ako?
Oh,
Who is the customer here? Is it you or me?
Right.
Kasi kung ikaw yung customer, ako na lang magsaserve para sa'yo. If you're the customer, I'm gonna be the one who will serve your problems. I told him that.
Right.
it's just annoying because why are you trying to overtalk me? I'm the
Right.
customer. I have a concern. I want an immediate response and
Right.
action.
Right.
And then, let's cut the story short. They made their report a few hours after the technician came, which surprised me. Because
Wow.
that's how fast their service
Yeah.
was that day.
Right.
The technician came, the router was changed, but the main problem still occurs every midnight, which is the signal still drops. Meaning, they didn't understand my problem.
Right.
All because that I'm sorry for the other customer service representatives. I also experienced how to be a customer service representative, but I was good. But this specific customer service representative was just plain. My gosh.
Yes,
Listen to your customers.
for our customer service representatives, customer service agents, listeners out there. I've worked in hospitality. I've worked the
Yeah,
phone lines.
you see, we know what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
we
both
definitely-
have experience in the hospitality or customer service industry. Go
Right.
ahead.
The biggest thing for our friends who work the same job. If you're like this person, the one that Stephen has encountered, please don't. At the end of the day, you gotta think about the customer just wants to be heard. Sometimes they don't want a solution. Sometimes they just want to be heard. So, like the best solution to this is just like, apologize. I know it hurts. I know it hurts to apologize, but it literally diffuses the situation. Like literally, oh, I'm sorry that this is happening to you. Would you like us to check? Just say that instead of just like, you don't put your Mr. Fix-It hat immediately. You just listen. It's so funny. Like seeing these pet peeves. It's like a mini comedy of daily life, It adds that little spice to your day.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, okay. Cuz it's not a complete day if you're not angry at one point.
Yeah. When you said that, I said to myself, it's that funny. And then I remember, I wrote it in the script. And then I saw it just right now. It's mini comedy. I will not agree anymore.
You wrote it down.
Yeah, I wrote
just
it down.
segued to it.
Maybe when I wrote our script, I was in a good mood. That's why I said
Maybe.
that. But right now,
Oh my god, that's funny.
yeah, pero yeah, on the bright side of things,
Right.
because we have to be positive. I would agree na, yeah, sometimes, nakakatawa nga yung mga ganun.
Right.
It's really
It's
funny.
funny.
To see, I think it's funnier to see your pet peeve if it's a person, right?
Yeah.
If it's a person and he or she is your pet peeve, it's funnier to see them fall flat on their faces while doing your pet peeve. Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
Right.
That's the funny thing. But if you are inconvenienced by your pet peeve, like there's no person
Right.
included in the equation of your pet peeve. Like this just happened or whatever. That is
Right.
really annoying. And because you are stupid, you don't have to eat. No right to eat, okay? The joke. But we are here at our segment, What's on Your Plate? And even stupid people eat.
That is true. Like, there's a whole lot of, different food related pet peeve. Yeah, and it's not going to be good morning to you or GM2U if we don't talk about food. So we got to talk
But
about.
this is the kind of segment for the first time that we are annoyed with food.
Right. Yes, exactly. I was gonna say it's not gonna be like the good things.
It's not like, oh, tapa! Ganun.
Right. Like what we were talking about from the previous episodes, like our comfort food. No.
Yeah.
Now it's like the habits of people that irritate us while eating or with food. So, like one of the biggest things is I know for some people this is a cultural thing. So
Yeah.
I really,
For Japanese, this is a cultural thing.
right, exactly.
People
But
who slurp their noodles.
yes, like
Yeah.
if outside of, Japan and you like
It's not what do you call that? It's not Western. Eh. Continental something.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a kind of etiquette. You don't
Yeah.
slurp your soup or noodles when you're in a continental setting.
Right.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Right.
They say that. So when you see someone who slurp their noodles and you're not
Yeah.
in a Japanese restaurant or you're not in Japan, make
Yeah.
sure to ready your big hand at the back of their heads, and then you count 3, 2, 1. Pa!
I guess like again it's a cultural thing, but
Yeah.
they're like if you're not part of that culture, or if you wanna if you're trying to be part of that culture, then fine. But like table, that's the thing nowadays. Like I grew up with like learning table etiquette.
Yeah. Yeah.
Table etiquette is a big thing, but nowadays I don't really see, like, it being taught no more. I don't think so. At least it's just like, but again, it's whatever.
Became too casual.
Yeah. Which I mean, nowadays everything is mostly casual anyway, which is, but just because like, yeah, just give. Some people are sensitive, so you just at the end again. That's the thing with pet peeves. You just gotta be sensitive with other people. You're not the only one living
Yeah.
in a certain situation. There are other people around you, or we're not selfish. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay? Another food related pet peeve is, this is a big one for me. When you share food, and then they take the biggest portion. I'm like, bro, who cooked this? Who paid for this? Wasn't it me? Don't I deserve the biggest portion? Don't I deserve the most tastiest one because I put effort into this? I mean, again, I'm guilty of this one too before, but I am trying to be a little bit more sensitive. But it's definitely a pet peeve just because, like, you put effort into it. You gave up time, effort, blood, sweat, and tears.
It gets more extreme when it happens that the large portion and the small portion are the only ones left on the plate.
Right. Right.
Gets more extreme. Like, why are you getting my big portion? I paid for this. I cooked this. But there's also something else. Like someone touching your food without asking. Because they thought like, you're not gonna eat it anymore. Yeah. Just like that.
Right. I remember a story from my cousin. So we were eating at home at one time, like just a big family dinner. So we're all in our table eating, and then she like when you have fried chicken, some people like to peel off the skin first and leave it for last, and eat the chicken meat first and then get to the chicken skin. So she does that. So she pulled off the chicken skin first, put it to the side. Her dad, not thinking that she wants it last, thought that she didn't want that piece. So he's just like, and she's like, what happened? Why did my chicken skin go? And then I guess the dad notices. She's like, "Oh, I thought you didn't want that," while chewing on the chicken skin.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's a super pet peeve.
Like, r- also like with people with roommates, like if it's the same thing. Like when your roommate, uses your food, like let's say you have a carton of eggs, and then like a full carton of eggs, and then the next day you like lose 2 eggs. And then your roommate just like, oh, I used 2 of your eggs, by the way. Like, why didn't you ask me first before getting some? Again, I bought those. Those were mine.
Yeah.
So again, people, people, to our viewers, you just gotta be a little bit more sensitive, okay?
Get your
Just a
manners
little
back.
Exactly.
Get your manners back. I think
Yeah.
we're forgetting how we should live as civilized people of society.
Right, exactly.
Well, there's another thing that I
Yeah.
saw in buffets.
Yeah.
In the for our international audience, in the Philippines, there are many super malls. So
Right.
wherever you go, there are super malls. And then constantly, if there are malls that big, you are to expect that there's a big buffet restaurant there. So
Right.
there's one buffet restaurant chain that is famous here in the Philippines.
Right.
Now, those who go to that buffet restaurant, most of the time they eat there just once a year because it's
Yeah.
either their birthday or it's someone's
Yeah.
birthday. So let's
It's a
say in a
celebration.
year it's a celebration. So let's say in a year they go there for like once or twice or thrice.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if we Filipinos have forgotten our table manners or etiquette or just plain manners.
Right.
But I saw someone not using serving spoon.
Oh my
Their
God.
spoon already
Yeah.
plucked. It's not propped, ha. It's
Right.
plucked already
Yeah, it's right
In-
there.
at the pot of
Yeah.
the food. And I saw this. I saw a guy and a girl. If I clearly remember, they were using their spoon. And their spoon is already stained
Oh my
with
God.
tomato sauce.
Oh my God.
They are dipping it
Oh,
in
jeez.
the pot. And they
No.
used it to get plain rice. The guy
my
used
God.
it to scoop some plain rice.
Right.
So what's happening, guys? Come on. Do
I
you want to
literally
go
just-
to old times when we just use our hands?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, again, I think table manners and table etiquette is no longer prioritized, being taught to
Yeah.
children nowadays.
Because we're busy TikToking.
yeah, we're like,
Really?
we're on our phones or whatever. We're always distracted. But yeah, like, I mean, sure, I'm guilty of not having table etiquette too, but at least, like nowadays I'm a little bit more sensitive to how I act when eating, especially when like in a restaurant or around
Yeah.
people, just because, bro, it's a matter of respect. You're not the only one there. So-
Di ba nga nung bata tayo, when we were young, we
Yeah.
were also told while eating at a restaurant, don't blow on the straw.
Yeah.
Because as
Don't
a
make
kid,
bubbles. Yeah.
yeah, as a kid, it's fun. It's fun to
Right.
blow on your drink through a straw. You
Right.
see it like an aquarium,
Bubbles. Yeah.
like that. But we were told not to do that. But today, when you go to restaurants, you just see young kids.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're not taught anymore. They blow on their water with a straw and they look happy and they enjoy it. But it's actually bad table manners to do that.
Yeah. Yes, we also understand that it's not we don't have the right to say anything about other people's children. But if they do like the bubbles thing with their drinks and the drink is full it usually causes splashes, which, like makes the environment, a little bit dirtier, or
Yeah.
could like cause like a spill. So that's why, I'm also not for it, At most restaurants, I really just don't mind it or try to block it out. It's just a matter of being sensitive. Like, you're not, you're not the only one there. It's not, it's just really a matter of, respect.
This is also one major pet peeve of mine. We bring our babies to the restaurant. And, there are parents who do that. What's annoying is when they try to get the attention of the baby for either a photo or to eat food or to just focus on something. We encountered this one mother who literally, our tables, her seat and my seat were literally back to back. Because
Right.
it's a fixed sofa.
Yeah.
And then the table's here, right? She keeps on calling her baby. She's like, the whole time we were there, Brian, 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 Brian. We were there eating for 2 hours because it's a buffet. She
Right.
keeps on calling, Brian, here, Brian, Brian, Brian. I wanna shout on her ear and say, shut up!
Okay, so
Your baby doesn't want to look at you, maybe because you're ugly, I don't know. So shut
So-
up!
So we learned something about Steven today. Steven hates
What?
kids. No, I'm kidding. But I mean, I could
That's
see
why
how.
That's why I plan to teach high school. Not nursery.
But no, I could see how that could be annoying, just because again, it's a matter of respect. It's a matter of thinking about other people in the restaurant,
Yeah.
and it's just not you. Like
Yeah.
again,
Look,
I've been
look.
guilty of this.
Look, while
Yeah.
while Miguel explains, I will say, Brian, Brian. Okay, go Mix, explain. Let's see how annoying it is for you. You might shut off your Spotify or YouTube. Brian, Brian, Brian,
To our viewers who are named Brian,
Brian,
I am sorry.
Brian, Brian.
Anyway,
You
going
see?
back.
Brian, welcome to GM2U. Where we get your question in the evening and we answer it in the morning, like a true procrastinator. Brian, we have a new gag in audition, and you might see it on our other channel as well.
Right.
We will call Brian. So our letter today comes from Brian. No. Our letter today comes from Lance. Lance! He is 22 from Makati. Oh, how's your flood control there? I hope it's alright. And he says, hi GM2U. One of my biggest pet peeves is when my office mates borrow my things without returning them. Like pens, staplers, and even my charger. I don't want to sound masungit, but it happens almost every week. How do I deal with this without starting office drama? Oh, you approach them and you say, Brian, where's my stapler, Brian?
No, in my opinion, just start the drama.
Yeah, go.
I don't care. Just like, where's my stapler? Where's my charger? Where's my pen? Just crash out of your office.
In Filipino, when this happens, in Filipino, someone would say, "Oh, nasa yung stapler ko? Ikaw ipapalit ko dyan." it's like a threat.
Right.
It's like a threat saying, "Oh, where's my stapler? If you don't find it, you become my stapler." See how threatening that is?
Yeah.
So I
Oh my
think
god.
you just actually Mix's tip a while ago is actually right. Just start office drama. But that's just like a expression. But what
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
trying to say is actually confront the person.
Yes.
There's, there's nothing that's gonna happen. There's no
Yeah.
improvement in things if we don't confront certain circumstances
Right.
or instances. Just like our taxes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not go there. That's for
let's not
another
let's not
episode.
go there. Not
But
today.
you get what we mean. Yeah.
Yes. It's a matter of confronting people in a friendly manner, or with, of course, again, I keep on saying this, at the end of the day, it's a matter of respect. So confronting people with respect, like, hey, I don't appreciate you just keep on taking my stuff,
Yeah.
like, without returning them. You set that boundary without being harsh with them. Because again, it's a matter of sensitivity. When imagine like you do that to someone too, how would you feel if they did that? If they confronted you like angrily or harshly, like what Steven said, like in the Philippines, like you're gonna be the replacement for my stapler. Imagine someone saying that to you. Won't you also feel bad? So it's a matter of showing respect. It's a matter of setting boundaries, in a nice way, and just like, hey, like again, just go straight up to them, like, hey, I don't really appreciate you not returning my items.
Yeah.
I paid for these. I use these on a daily basis. And if I don't have them on my desk, then, I might think that someone stole them, and that's an office issue.
Actually, in our script, it said that a hack that we can recommend is labeling your things
Yes.
or just have a community pin. Quickly, I will tell my story. I did this in my previous work. I labeled my things.
Right.
And then when I got there, I had a sick leave for 1 week. After a week, I got to my desk. I cannot find my tape dispenser. You know where I found it? My office was at the mezzanine. I found it at the 7th floor in the other office of the other department. And then when I found it on that person's desk, that person told me, "Oh, we're department mates, so I borrowed it." But yeah, you didn't bring it back, despite
Yeah.
me having
Right.
labels, mind you,
Right.
at the side, at the front, and at the bottom,
Right.
of you needing to return that tape dispenser to me. And
Right.
she didn't even ask
Yeah.
in the first place if
I was
she
gonna
could
say.
use it. Yeah. So, diba, we can answer the next question, the next tip here, which is it just malice or just forgetfulness? For me, I think what happened to me, that's malice. That's not being
Yeah.
forgetful, because I caught her in the act still using my
The tape.
tape dispenser,
Yeah.
and mind you, she used most of it
Wow.
already. And then when I caught her, she said, "Oh, okay, here's your tape dispenser." And I asked her, "Don't you have any plan to buy me a new Scotch
Right.
tape?
New
new roll of
replacement.
tape?
Yeah.
She said, "No.
No.
Simply no." Diba? Go to
Yeah.
hell.
Yeah, it's definitely a matter of malice if that's the case. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, some people just don't. Again, at the end of the day, a lot of people don't understand,
Yeah.
boundaries. They don't understand boundaries. They don't understand respect until they're put into a point where they need to show respect, show boundary,
Yeah.
and then they rant, they get angry, frustrated, but you do the same thing. That's why, like, we talk about pet peeves today. I was acting like annoyed with most of these, but in reality, like, I think about how I am also doing these pet peeves to other people. I'm like, I'm guilty of these. I keep on admitting it this episode. Like, I admit I've done some of these pet peeves too. Like, I'm not clean, but nowadays that I'm more aware. It's about being self-aware. Nowadays, like, I just try to be more self-aware with what I do, because at the end of the day, I'm. This is a pet peeve for me now because I keep on saying it again and again. It's a matter of respect, which a lot of people don't understand.
So if you are someone, or you think that you are someone who gives out pet peeve energy, make sure to correct yourself before someone else does.
Right.
That's the right thing to do.
Put yourself in the other people's shoes.
Yeah.
Try to see how they see things.
We will end our episode here.
Right.
And we thank you for joining us on this episode of GM2U. And I'm Stephen.
And I'm Miguel. And again, at the end of the day, it's about protecting your peace and self-care, but also being sensitive and respectful and being nice.
Bye-bye.
Brian!
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.